The Cowboys got crazy problems on defense. So I'm just wondering who the Cowboys should be more worried about, Malik Nabers or Devin Singletary?
It's a hard question for me because honestly, I think Nabers is probably long-term a better player than Singletary. But with the run defense, I just don't think we can stop. He has a slashing run, and he seems real like that shifty.
He's
speed.
Short, shifty, hard to tackle, hard to get to.
He's not trying to bowl you over. He's trying to cut the. I just feel like he is our worst nightmare in terms of what type of runner we don't want to see.
Yeah, there's just so many. They have a lot of players that are really good in space that I'm worried about. Not just Malik Nabers, not just Devin Singletary, but I also think that Wan'Dale Robinson, he's had a couple of good games in the past few years, and to me, since he's averaging less than 8 yards or less than 10 yards a catch right now, I'm afraid he's going to go for
We're going to let him go for 150.
He's going to have like a 80-yard touchdown on us to get that average right on track.
Yeah.
And that scares me. And also Tyrone Tracy, a guy I talked a lot about before the draft, converted wide receiver who was running back. Both of these guys are Purdue Boilermakers. I've never seen Boilermakers in space, but we'll see. But
great movie.
Yeah. But I would like to see how, because these are guys that can also kill you just as much as Singletary. And I think with Wan'Dale Robinson and Tyrone Tracy are both guys who have experience playing running back and wide receiver. So these are guys that I'm going to be worried about anytime they're on the field, because I'll be looking for the screen, reverse, any type of trick play. But those guys are real dangerous. But also a guy that I'm scared of, just because it sounds like they're trying to trade him. They've been trying to trade him, Darius Slayton. Because to me, him and Daniel Jones, they got some type of deep ball connection. And it's like, and he'll always surprise everybody where he'll have like two touchdown games in the season.
Yep.
Whenever Daniel Jones is healthy, it seems like him and Daniel Jones are usually cooking deep. And I'm just afraid that we're going to get the Malik Nabers, Darius, like where we're going to get all the smoke.
Right, yeah, all of them coming.
All of it.
I mean, if it's anything like the last two games, we will.
Yeah. I'm scared.
Ugh.
I'm a little scared.
I don't like it.
And, and to me, the win streak scares me more because I'm like, we've just been ending all types of streaks this year.
Well, that's just one of those, what is it? They're due.
Yeah.
That just means they're due.
Yeah. They're due and we're due.
Yeah.
All right.
You said doo-doo.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, Malik Nabers, amazing talent. But I think on the defensive side of the ball, they have a lot of great defenders that I would love to have on this team.
Man.
So have you given the roster a look at all, Patrick?
I did.
All right, Patrick Gallagher, if you were to take one player off the Giants roster and put him on the Dallas Cowboys, who would it be?
Okay. So earlier you mentioned, with Hassan Reddick and going to a 3-4.
Mm-hmm.
If, just let's say, you could get a 3-4 with Hassan Reddick, Micah Parsons. Oh, sexy Dexy.
Oh.
Get Dexter Lawrence running that nose tackle.
Man, to me, I don't care if it's a 3-4, 4-3. I just want Dexter Lawrence.
He's great.
I just want Dexter Lawrence.
He's a freak athlete.
He's a freak of nature. He's funny if you ever hear him whenever during like the NFL film stuff when they mic him up. He's pretty goofy.
Okay.
He's not. It's like he's like nice, but obnoxiously nice.
Right.
To where it's like he just like threw this guy with one hand and he's my bad guy. I didn't mean to do you like that.
Sorry about that. Let me help you.
Didn't know my own strength.
Yeah, I would love to get
Dexter Lawrence. He would be. I think if you had Dexter Lawrence, our defense would completely change. Everybody'd look good. Yeah. Everybody look good. He's the deodorant. It's smelling good over here.
I like it.
Yeah.
Covers up that stank.
It's covered up that nasty, nasty stain.
What about you? Is there anybody?
You named him, man.
Really?
Sexy Dexy. Come on now. I love them nose tackles.
Yeah. I mean, you got to love a big dude that's a freak athlete.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to be one of those. Yeah, I was a big dude. The whole freak athlete part, though, it missed me. I was decent.
The only other
I was
dude,
a fat lead. That's what I called myself. It's like because I could do Chris Mullen dunks, baby. I hit that rim hard when I do layups.
I like it.
Yeah.
The only other dude I kind of thought about defense, like especially, I guess really not defensively because he's more the offense, but just in general because their team. I don't think their team's that great, honestly.
No,
I think we may lose this game. I'm not sure, but I will say I don't think they're a good team either way.
Yeah.
But Andrew Thomas.
Yeah, Andrew Thomas is another.
Good.
Yeah, Andrew Thomas would definitely be our starting left tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew Thomas would be up there. I think Dexter Lawrence would be there, and also I like Bobby Ariki.
Yeah.
Or Okereke. I'm sorry, Okereke.
I didn't know how you pronounce that.
and it's not, and I think that Kayvon Thibodeau and Brian Burns are great players, but we have Micah Parsons. But I wouldn't mind trading. I would trade Tank for either one of them.
Sure.
But they're not going to do that because they like what they have over there.
Yeah, and I don't know. Honestly, I don't know that we could get anybody off them just because we're in the same division, and who knows.
Yeah, but I think Thibodeau, Burns, those are some nice players. But for what we actually need, I think up the middle, Dexter Lawrence and Bobby Okereke.
Yeah, let them take up 2-3 guys.
Yeah, but those would be the guys. And actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and throw in Tyrone Tracy Jr. because we need a running back.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I don't know a ton about him, but just somebody to run the ball.
Because he's, like I said, converted wide receiver, turned into a running back last year. Great in space, has kickoff return ability. He's really, if you read his scouting report, it sounds like you're drafting Tony Pollard again.
I was going to say, you're describing like a Tony Pollard type dude.
Yeah, very similar type of running back. A little bit better deep speed, but he's one of those guys that he'll make us pay for it eventually. I think it's still Singletary's time right now, but give it a year or two, and we'll have a lot of problems with Tyrone Tracy.
It'll be his show.
Yeah. Okay. Now looking forward in the next coming weeks, just looking past the Giants, just a little bit. We have Pittsburgh. We're going at Pittsburgh. We have Detroit, bye week, and San Francisco. So in me saying that, is it too early to call this a must-win game for the Cowboys?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, San Francisco's better than their record shows.
Yeah.
Detroit, I think, is good. I mean, we barely eked out a win because Dan Campbell was stubborn.
Yeah.
And then Pittsburgh, they're kind of the surprise of the year, really. Mike Tomlin, man, that dude is a coach.
Hey, man, he's like, look, I'm a black coach, greatest black coach.
Look like Omar Epps.
Give me 2 black quarterbacks. We're going to figure this out.
But yeah, I mean,
we're going to play.
I had written them off kind of, honestly, like, because Russell Wilson, whatever, Justin Fields, I mean, is super up and down.
Yeah. But he was, but that's what young quarterbacks are.
He's steady.
So is Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
It's like, who would you rather have right now? Give me Justin Fields for that price tag than $55 million for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, crazy.
Just driving the market
Crazy. Yeah, should have paid Dak before that. Whatever. Hose. Okay.
What about you? You think it's...
it's definitely a must-win. I think it's a must-win, and even looking at Atlanta after week 1, I think that they haven't been as bad as they looked in week 1. Kirk Cousins is not as bad as I thought he was, but even if they were to make a move to where we're playing a Michael Penix after the San Francisco game, because I think that's who we have coming up, like they could be a tough team. Depending on how that South goes.
I mean, they beat the Eagles.
Because they're all going to pad up them wins against, well, I guess the Panthers don't have Bryce Young starting anymore. The fighting Andy Daltons. Shout out Andy Dalton.
He's the new sheriff.
That's right. Giants Cold, Dr. Pepper here. Okay, but I'm going to say, let's go ahead and talk about the actual score of the game. The Cowboys are favored by 6. Over-under is 4.5. They're playing in New York on a Thursday night. 6-game win streak. 13 out of the last 14. Patrick, who you got?
Man, I hate to be that guy. I think it's going to be the Giants. I really do. I think it'll be close. I think you said the spread's 6.
Yeah.
We're underdogs?
No, we're favored.
Oh, we ain't covering that.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
No. Yeah, I'm thinking a 24-21 game just because the Giants, everybody can score on us.
Yeah.
And 21 points is a lot of points for the Giants.
That's true.
But Brandon Aubrey's been saving our ass all season, so I'd say that we'll win this game by a Brandon Aubrey field goal.
I love the idea.
Yeah. So the way that the Cowboys have played, we will be losing 14-0 at halftime and score all these points in the second half.
Dallas Buyers Club.